go.
Go, Prac.
Let's see how his run goes tonight.
Oh,
Or
oops.
today.
We're off to a great start.
What?
Oh.
Oh. I was like, you did the rocket, you're fine. I'm like, oh wait, that's
Oh,
fine.
we're trying to show off early.
No, I like did not mean to trick there. That was so bad.
Well, I mean, it's understandable because Miss Honor's in the chat. I understand if people get nervous.
Not really nervous. I'm kind of just like, whatever. So this is okay. Yeah, you explain. I'm not doing anything.
I'll let you concentrate right now. So this is Snowboard Kids 2. There is a Snowboard Kids 1 that's on the same console in 64, but this game just has, you know, a lot more to it and everything. So basically, it's like a different kind of racer than, you know, Diddy Kong Racing or Mario Kart, whereas you were snowboarding, but there are some item similarities. Like every single red item Prac is going to get, he's probably not really going to use that much, but when he does use the red items, they all kind of act like, and to give a simple comparison, they kind of all act like the red shell from Mario Kart, but like they home in on you, but only once they get close enough to you, they'll start homing in on you. Two items that don't home in on you is the snowman, which he has, and the tornadoes. Those kind of just act like green shells where they bounce around a lot. I think they can, they do home in on you, but they have to get a lot closer. But no other item can bounce off walls but those. Blue items are something you use from afar. So, like, he'll get like the rock or the vanish board, which is the board he's going to try to keep the most in this run. The vanish board lets you turn invisible and avoid taking any hits from anything, except tripping over stuff. So, like, if there is a rock and he's using it, he will trip over the rock. There's this other item, main reason we use the vanish board, and it's called the pan. I don't know if it's like frying pan or the pan. We just call it the pan. And what every blue item kind of does in this game, if you have a triple version of it, or if it's an item that's going to hit everybody, it's kind of like the blue shell from Mario Kart. It just hits everybody like instantly. Except that, yeah, instead of hitting the first person, it hits everybody. So the pan is an item that a person in third or fourth would get, and if they use it, it's gonna just hit everybody. So, and when Prac is going to be getting hit by an item, he'll have an exclamation mark above his character flashing, like saying, watch out, like you're gonna get hit. So when he sees that, he wants to time his vanish board and make sure he uses it immediately, because you only get like a second to do it before the pan hits you. In this run, there's also another thing that does slow you down. Luckily, in this category, Prac doesn't really have to worry about it. It's called the Ghost. You saw him get it earlier. What the Ghost does is it slows you down for like 11 to 12 seconds. Did you just get it? But oh yeah, you did. Prac's using a special board in this category because you can do that. He's using the charm board, and what the charm board does is it gets rid of a ghost in like 1 to 2 seconds. So in this category, you do not have to worry about ghosts, and you only have to get the vanish board, so you can actually avoid getting slowed down a lot by the RNG in this category. Let's see, what else do I need? There is triple versions of items, so like there'll be a single ghost or there'll be a triple ghost. And the single ghost will just lock onto the person in first. The triple ghost locks onto everybody. Who else? There is.
That was good.
You don't really have. That's like on Sunny Mountain, actually. So you don't have to worry about the Rat Magician. That's the thing that robs you of your money. There's a single and triple version of that too. And that's pretty much it for the items for the most part. And yeah, the music in this game is very well known for its music. Prac's gonna go right to the next stage here. I can explain the story a little bit on these stages. What happened in the first stage was, you know, it's the intro. Oh, nice rocket. The intro to the game basically is continuing from the first game, kind of, as in like they're the same characters. They meet a new friend called Wendy. She's the girl with the swirly glasses and the ponytail. I do not think she's in this race right now. She usually never is. So they meet her. She shows off this rocket item that wasn't in the first game. I guess she invented it or something. I think that was the story. So that's a new item too in this game. And they meet her. Then this green, you guys kind of saw the opening cutscene as we were getting ready. The little green demon guy, Damien, came out of nowhere. I don't really know why he's here. I think there is a detailed thing, but I'm not gonna go into it. But basically he's here. I guess he just straight up just wants to cause trouble. He's a little troublemaker. So he sees them having fun, and then I think he should have pulled out a bomb, throws it 1 foot in front of him because he doesn't have a good arm, I guess, and blows himself up. And the kids don't even notice he's there. So that's what happened in the first level. In the second level, the kids are on an island, and they're trying to look for treasure. Essentially, is the most part. So they're kind of just racing to see who can find it, I guess. So that's where we are now in the story.
Thank you, Taylor. I could not explain any of that.
There's a lot of stuff to explain at the start.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm snowboarding. I'm more of a skier myself, but I'm snowboarding.
Wow. And yeah, there's actually no snow in this level.
So much for a snowboarding game.
I know. In the first Snowboard Kids game, I think almost every level there's all snow. In this one, they had a lot more diversity on the courses. So right now he's just on rocks, on the beach, and underwater.
Hi, Louie. Giving you your attention.
Hi, Louie.
Everyone say hi to Louie. He's here for attention.
He's here for attention. What's your timer at right now? You're doing pretty good right now.
I did start my own timer, so in the sense of actually being a legit run, maybe I'll submit it.
We'll see. I mean, this timer that they have on Joe's channel should be pretty good for the most part.
Who? Tyranius Rex. That's who that's for attention. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I guess while we're here, there are different characters. You might be wondering, I guess, why Prakcity's using this particular character. There are multiple characters in this game. The character he is using is Linda. And the reason we use her is she is the fastest controllable character. There is a character faster than her. His name is Tommy. He's the bigger character. He's in this race. But he has very poor turning. Like, each character has their own stats too. And because his turning is like so poor, it makes a lot of the races a little bit more difficult if you're trying to go your fastest. So we just choose not to use him really. But then there are the characters who are slower. Linda is the second fastest character, I believe. That's playable in story mode at least. So we use her. Tommy plus Ninja Board OP. Alright, try racing the dino with that.
Oh, no! It was in the air. I got panned.
Oh, you could have used the board.
Yeah, I know. I went to press B and then it's too late.
Oh, okay.
Because I was jumping and I was focusing on that. I was like, oh.
So yeah, as long as you're
So
not
that's
doing
one pan. Everyone count our pans for this run.
Oh yeah, everybody count the pans. I should have did that when I did this run. That's one pan. I'm gonna count your pans too, since I'm not playing this time. And I have the freedom to just count pans. Second dino with that's easy. Oh my goodness. What are your secrets, Foxy Man? Where was that Turtle Island?
Oh, there was another pan, but I was at the end of the race.
Doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Okay.
Your second Turtle Island, or not second Turtle Island, your Turtle Island was like 8:30.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, only 27 seconds below my thing. Not bad at all. And you missed the rocket start on the Turtle Island, so still pretty good. So at the end of Turtle Island, for story-wise, they found the treasure. They actually did find the treasure, and I think Damien was trying to... No, I don't think they did. No, they didn't find the treasure. No, they found treasure, and there was nothing in it. And Slash kept trying to open it. Slash is the one with the spiky hair. And then I guess nothing was in it. They didn't think anybody was in it. So they just threw the chest away. Like, they threw it really far, and then it landed on Damien, but they didn't know he was there. And then it had a little springy thing in it. Like, Damien was trying to play a joke on them, or whatever, but it kind of backfired. So things aren't going Damien's way right now at all. Yeah, they have noses. They have their noses are pretty big. That's just the art style of this game. Little chibi kid characters with big noses. You almost hit that bunny.
I know.
Oh, and story-wise, we're on Jingle Town right now. So what's the story with this situation is that the boys and girls had a snowman building competition, and the boys built this tiny little snowman, and then Linda decided to just laugh uncontrollably at it because it was so puny compared to the girl snowman. The girl snowman was like this giant, impressive snowman. So the boys got so mad and bombed the girls. They just straight up threw a bomb at them, blew up their snowman, and pissed them off. So now, and then Linda got mad and wanted to battle with them and race. So this is why we're racing right now.
I also like to say that since I can't play Pipsy in Diddy Kong Racing, this is my substitute, is playing Linda in this game.
Oh, Prac got a triple ghost.
I know.
You almost hit that tree too. Linda and James have the best noses. That's a pretty good opinion. I like that opinion.
Linda rolls deep, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Vanish board, I'm kind of scared.
You'll be okay. So if you're speedrunning this game, the thing with this game with speedrunning is, for the most part, since you always have the vantage board and you're always trying to avoid being hit by a pan, you don't really look at chat or have much to do. Like, you don't like, you have to be concentrated, you have to concentrate a lot until you get to the lift, as you guys see. When you hit the lift at the end of any lap, except the third lap, obviously, when you hit the lift and you get on the lift, you cannot be hit by anything, you can't be hit by pans, you can't use items or anything, it just takes you to the next lap. So, whenever you get to the lift, it's like a tiny bit of a break for you. You get to take a drink of water or anything. You get to look and talk to chat real quick while you're going on the lift. So it's kind of nice. There's little breaks, like as you see Prax going onto the lift right now.
Hi, Born Bunny. Hi, everyone else. I'm reading chat now. I am reading chat.
See, Prax on the lift. He gets to read chat. He gets to look at chat. He's got a nice little breather. And I'm just gonna let Prax do his thing in this run for the rest of the race real quick, because I don't think I need to say anything right now. You guys can enjoy the music.
Yeah, this run is pretty chill. I mean, not really, if you're like going for world record or something like that, but otherwise you're gonna probably like go crazy for pans and all this other stuff. But for me, it's really chill. At least I think it's really chill.
The lift part is really nice. That's the part I love the most about it. That's when you get to like take a second, catch your breath or whatever.
Drink some water, you know.
Your nice little 7-second break, I think, something like that.
Oh, yes, I got it. Okay, I'm so happy.
You time it? Oh, you timed it!
Okay, I got it at least once. I'm happy.
That's good. What is that? 2 pans you've only been hit by so far?
Yeah.
That's good.
No! 3. 3.
So there's nothing you could have done about that?
Right, because I didn't have the vanish.
Unless that blue item you got was a vanish board, but that's not
It
the
was a
item
rock.
you got.
It was a rock?
You were like way ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm so far ahead of
Oh yeah, if you guys in chat didn't know, the line on the right is basically the map, like how much he's progressed through the level.
So the next is the boss, and as you know, I really suck at this game, so I'm gonna switch boards so then I can get through this.
Yeah, so you can, on some of these bosses, Prax's gonna quit out real quick and switch to the ninja board. It's a safety strap, basically. It does, obviously, lose a little bit of time, but it's fine for a marathon if you're trying to be a little bit safer. He's going to switch to the ninja board, and what the ninja board does is makes him invisible the whole time, so he can't be hit by any of these snowman's items. start. Yeah, this is fine.
Good. Oh, okay.
Dang, that was really good snowman for someone who's not like still, I don't know, flourished in this run, I guess. Is that the right word? It might be. So, the ending of that story is they raced after the snowman incident. They raced. They were all tired. Wendy did not race. She decided to build a new snowman out of like whatever, but some mechanical snowman or something like that. I don't really know exactly, but the snowman, she built the snowman, then it came alive and started trying to like attack people. So they had to like blow up the snowman, and they blew it up, and then Wendy summoned another one because she was like, hey guys, I just have another one. Not knowing that people were like afraid of it, I guess, or whatever. So then the kids decided to just run away, and she's like, oh, why are you guys leaving? I don't know. And now, speaking of Wendy, we're in Wendy's house. The story to this is that apparently she invited the other kids over, and I guess she set up this kind of course throughout her house, and she used a shrink ray on everybody to shrink everybody so that they could race in her house. So that's what Prak's doing now. So you might see stuff like plates as he's going by right now, plates leaned up on something. You'll see like onions or something, whatever's coming out of this bag.
I don't know what. Harpoon said it was something else. Yeah, Harpoon said it was something else yesterday, like crumbs. He said it was crumbs.
I don't know why he said crumbs. I've never heard him say crumbs before.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? It's I think it's onions. It looks like onions to me.
We thought it could be onions, potatoes, or like Cocoa Puffs, something like that. Like,
See,
they all kind of make sense.
Foxy meant it was Cocoa Puffs. I don't know.
Yeah, they all make sense. I don't remember what it is. And you're going through the walls. She has holes in her walls and rats in her walls, you know. So it's kind of cool. You're in her house just like, you know, you're having a good time racing. Nobody's mad at each other today. All the kids are nice today.
They're just having a good time.
Polygon Cocoa Puffs. I mean, hey, that works for me.
Polygonal.
Polygonal.
Can't say that. Yeah, we'll be seeing that.
You're going over the piano right now. If you do jump on those piano keys, you do play different notes and stuff. It's kind of a little neat little thing they put in there. That's a pretty dang good take too, Foxy. Haunted House does have really good music. A lot of the music in this game is very good. It's hard to me to pick a favorite. Like Haunted House and Linda's Castle and Iceland are all like top 3 for me, maybe. There's not really like a bad music track in this game.
Yeah, I actually really like all of them. I've been hearing them a lot through Zaltus' stream and Harpoon's streams, but hearing it myself is, it's nice.
Oh, and Wendy's house. I believe Wendy's house is the longest track in the game.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you that. It's just so long. There's not really a shortcut on this map or anything too. Although I feel like this would be one of those tracks that would have a shortcut, like, cause you know, you go through like walls that have rats in them and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like they definitely could have made some kind of shortcut in this level. I'm really like, now that I think about it, yeah, I'm just really surprised they didn't. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that take, Fox. I do not believe the first game has better music overall. The first game, however, has Big Snowman, and that is a very good song. Other than that, see, like the music for the first one's pretty good too, but like I don't think any of it compares to this. Unless you count Big Snowman. That's just my opinion, though. Track doing as many grab tricks as you can.
I didn't get a jump, so.
So I guess we should say like what would happen in the worst case scenario if you like lost the race. Like you would just continue the run. You know what I mean?
So if I lose a race, which might happen because I'm super rusty at this game, I'm just gonna go to the next race because I am doing normal race mode, so I have all the races unlocked anyways. So.
Yeah, if you do any percent, like you start a new game, you have to win the race to unlock the next race. But since Prac already has all the races unlocked, he can just go to the next one. In an actual run, to be valid, you have to win every single race on normal mode. But you know, for marathon sakes, if Prac does lose a race, like he comes in second right at the end or something, he'll just move on to the next race, and like it'll be fine.
Now we're going to Linda's castle, my character.
One of my favorite tracks in the game.
Oh. I missed the boost.
Oh, that's okay. I did it in my run too. So what happened with the story of Wendy's house, the ending of it, they all kind of, you know, they raced. Everything was fine. Tommy, the bigger guy, of course, you know, the bigger guy finds some food. He found cheese in a mousetrap. Tried to eat the cheese. Got his head snapped. Like, he didn't die. Like, he just got, like, the little thing came down on his head. And all the kids had to pull him out, and he was just like, "Oh, sorry," and they all started laughing. I'm just like, I think he almost died, but okay. And so that brings us to Linda's castle. What happens in Linda's castle? The story for it is, it's Linda's birthday on this day, and the girls come over to her castle. They bring her presents, you know, for her birthday. It goes really well. And then suddenly the boys are there, they crash the party, and they're eating all her food. So she gets really mad and decides to chase them. And now that leads us to the race. Let's see if you remember how to do this turn.
Nope.
Oh, you almost had it. That wasn't too bad though, because you didn't have to slow down the other parts, and you slowed down the first one part. Oh yeah, something I did not explain this in my run because I just forgot to. So the way this game works is there are 3 courses and a boss after every 3 courses. The first 3 levels are like beginner levels, and then the next 3 levels are like intermediate. And then the last 3 levels are like hard levels. So Prax you're in the middle of the intermediate levels. So and the CPUs kind of get a little bit harder once you get to a different like course and you keep progressing. The big question is, how many rich people do you know that owns a sheep and windmill farm right next to their castle? I don't know. Look, Linda's got money. How many rich people do you know that have a giant statue of themselves? She's got money. She's got like, she's got a lot of money.
That's also why I love her, because I love rich people.
Same.
You know 2 people? Wow.
You know 2? Oh. Are you good friends with them? Oh yeah, these sheep could hit Prac and make him fall, but if you just avoid them, you're fine.
Yes.
Did you? Ah! I'm proud. I gotta say though, I don't really know what kind of people farm windmills. Jump. You did that pretty. You should. Oh, you did get the little boost off that jump too. I can tell when you get that boost off jump. Ooh, you got a rocket. That's nice.
Good, I don't have to jump on the final lap.
Yeah. If you, I don't know if you've noticed this, Prac. You kind of. It's more like a thing you would notice if you're actually playing the game. If you do a jump off a ramp at the very edge, you won't even do a trick or anything, but you'll just like kind of boost a little bit in the air, and your character won't be
Oh,
like.
oops! I jumped way too early there.
Oh, I actually think you would have been fine if you didn't do 2 tricks. I think it would have put you over.
Just one.
When you did the trick, I was like, I think he's fine, but then I saw you do another trick. I'm like, oh yeah, he's falling. Never mind. That was a good shortcut. This level doesn't really have any shortcuts either, technically. I mean, Prac is taking the right route here at the beginning. That's a tiny bit faster. I wouldn't really call it a shortcut though.
How many pans is that now? 4.
I think that's, yeah, it's not 5. It's not more than 5. I know that. I think you only been hit by 3. Still.
I lost. Wow.
3 or 4.
I already lost count. How great.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do, which is what Prac almost did on lap 1, is you do the turn, that really thin wall, Foxy, you do the turn, and when you get to the most left part, you slow down on purpose and jump immediately to get speed back. With this board, you have to slow down, like, there's no avoiding it, you, like, have to. The turn just does not work, you cannot turn. I mean, maybe if you were Nancy or Jane with slower speed and better turning, but, I mean, you'd also just be slower.
Good. Besides that one hiccup, it was a good race, I think.
It was. Let's see, 26:55, something like that. Compare your times. Not bad, you're still not doing that bad.
Ready? Go!
Considering I missed 2 boosts.
That's true, yeah. So, for story-wise, what happened at the end of Linda's castle is that, I don't really think much changed. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, she's still upset that, like, everything... Oh, no, I remember what happens now. Because they raced at her castle, I guess they did a lot of damage to it, and, like, her castle got, like, really messed up and damaged. Like, if you watch the cutscene, there's, like, bandages on the walls, because, like, it's supposed to show that it's, like, damaged or whatever. And she's just, like, really upset because her castle is, like, really messed up. Yeah, and then Slash and Jam also just, like, walk up to her and start laughing at her. And I'm just like, this is this girl's birthday, and you're gonna do this to her? I'm like, wow. So then she starts chasing them again. And then suddenly Damien's there, but he's under a cake. And he got crushed by a cake, apparently, and Tommy's eating it. And they're just like, hello? Nancy does. She walks over, she's like, huh? Like, what is this?
Yeah, these kids are, like, not nice. They're kids, so they can be, like, really rude.
Yeah, they're like 11 to 12. I mean, 11 to 13 is like the age range. Linda is supposed to be 12, I believe, in this game, and she has a birthday during the game, so she technically is 13 after her level. Oh, and now we're in Crazy Jungle. I forgot. I didn't explain. I didn't explain the story.
I mean, you're starting to.
That's true. So the story for Crazy Jungle is that I believe it was Nancy. Nancy's the blonde, by the way. I didn't really say that either. Nancy's the blonde. James is the person with the dreads, the Jamaican-looking dude, and Wendy's the girl with the swirly glasses and the ponytail. Slash is the kid with the spiky hair, and Linda is the girl with the pigtails and brown hair that we're playing as right now. So what happens is, I think they're just hanging around Snowtown. I believe that's what their actual town is called. And this yellow butterfly just comes up to Nancy, and, you know, she's really happy. And I think Tommy and Wendy are with her. And then the butterfly is, like, playing with her. It's moving to the left and right, and she's trying to catch it. And then it just flies all the way away. and I guess apparently that was 2 ghosts.
Yeah.
And apparently, I guess it's a legendary butterfly. So I guess it only exists in the jungle. So Nancy gets really depressed when the butterfly flies away. And then they come up to Linda, who's just hanging out or whatever. They come up to her and tell her about what happened. And I guess they told her, hey, we have to go to the jungle because it's the only place this butterfly exists. So then Linda's just like, oh, okay. I'll just drive you guys there in my helicopter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they decided to take Linda's helicopter to the jungle, and they didn't invite Splash or Jan, so they're kind of mad. And they run alongside the helicopter. Somehow, they run alongside the helicopter, and they arrive at the jungle a little bit later than Linda and company do.
Yeah, they were just like, yo, let's hop on our helicopter. Like, no problem. Just hop on my
What
helicopter.
doesn't Linda own?
Honestly.
Linda's so rich. So yeah, then they come to the jungle and they're racing to see if they can find the butterfly, I guess, is what the race is about. Did Linda fly the helicopter herself? I'm not sure if she did. I'm assuming she maybe had a butler or, you know, some kind of like person do it, like somebody piloted it, but it does kind of sound like she is kind of piloting it because she's in there, she's like, all right, let's go and stuff. But she could have easily, you don't see the inside of the helicopter, so, you know, could have easily just had an adult drive her.
I mean, she is 12. I don't know if she can
She's 13 at this point, thanks.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. She's 13 at this point, so maybe she can. Maybe she can fly a helicopter, and she needs an adult.
She might even be older. Okay, so technically, when we get to this game, there's nothing that really tells you their ages. But in Snowboard Kids 1, when you're on the character select screen, it'll tell you the age of the character. But when you get to this game, you can tell they're a bit older, and you don't really know though. It doesn't tell you their exact age, so she could be maybe like 3 years older in this game, and then maybe she's like 15 or 16. But I don't really know. It doesn't really tell you. So we just go off from what they were in game 1, and we just add 1 age, I guess. Why does she even need to collect money during the race? What if she just donates all her money that she gets during the race to charity?
Yeah. Or all the money that Linda gets can be donated to Kara's Cure. Everyone, donate to Kara's Cure now, today.
That's right. Help a friend out.
No, I don't want. I had a freaking Invisiboard too, and I freaking picked up a rock.
Oh, I was about to say, it'll be fine if you don't get panned. You got panned. That's 4 or 5.
That's 4. Okay, Mayhem is counting. Alright.
Where did we say that?
You just said 4 right now.
In your chat? Oh, and wait. Where?
In I'm in Joe's chat. Sorry, I'm reading in Joe's chat.
No, I'm in Joe's chat too.
I saw 4. Okay, now we're racing the dinosaur.
Yeah, so what happens with this race, as you saw as we were skipping the cutscene, Nancy found the butterflies,
Oh, I didn't
and...
bomb. Oh, God.
Uh-oh, it's okay if you restart.
I'm just gonna
But-
restart. Fuck.
Restarting a race or something, oh yeah, you got stomped. So what happened during the cutscene is Nancy found the butterfly, she was very happy, and...
Oh, okay. Damn it. Do I need to
Don't
pick up the ball?
don't move left or right at the start. I would pick up the bomb.
Oh. Okay, let's restart. And I got hit by the egg too. Just don't move. Okay.
Yeah, don't move, and you should go right to the bomb, and then you can move right.
I didn't get the boost. This is gonna be a mess. I had
You
to
need
pick-
that. So you need that boost. There you go.
Oh.
One should be fine. Because you're doing normal mode. Oh! I didn't know you were gonna get swished. Oh, you moved a little bit. Oh.
So am I supposed to move to the right there? Hold up, I don't even know. This is new to me. I'm sorry, people.
You're supposed to boost, and then as soon as you go off the ramp, start moving a bit to the right. There you go. Now then move to the right. There you go. Then start shooting backwards. Alright, you should be good with this turn. Just don't get stomped. But you should be fine.
I got stopped. I'm gonna keep
Did you
going.
really get stomped?
Yeah.
How did that hit hit you.
Can I still keep going?
You can keep going. He's not that far. If you want. Oh, you missed the ghost too.
There's a ghost there. No!
Yeah, the egg blocked him. Did you trip? Oh, you tripped on this one? Oh.
No, I know I hit an egg.
Yeah. Tricky's cousin. Oh my goodness. I'll explain what happens with the story once we get cracked through the boss. Alright, you should be good. 2 bombs is good enough.
I'm just gonna let him pass me. Okay.
You can let him pass you, then shoot him.
No, don't. Okay, I see the ghost, but I didn't pick it up. No, don't touch me, please. Okay.
Before the waterfall, if you wanted to, you could get the bombs. That'd be easier to slow him down with. Alright, so after the waterfall, take you've never done it before. I would say take the right route and try to get the pan, but you've never done it, but you could. Oh, yeah, it's too late to get that. It's okay. If you get these bombs and shoot them with them, you didn't get those either. It's okay. You're still going just as fast as him, so and you get a fan right here, so.
Turn, Linda, turn! Oh, okay. Didn't squish me.
Go, 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 go. Oh, okay. Oh, you should be good. You should be good. You're gonna get all these speed items on this part. Or not.
No! I got squished. Okay, I'm restarting. Where is the
surprised
speed items? I don't even know.
They're like in the middle. I don't think those bombs hit. Oh yeah, they did. They did.
No! Okay.
Should be good to get this. Alright, make sure you grab this ghost. It helps a lot. There you go. The ghost helps like so much in this race. So you should be far enough away from him after this waterfall. If you want, you can go the right path and try to get that pan, but it's up to you.
I think I'm ahead of him now. I just need to not bonk or anything. Do anything
True.
dumb.
Yeah, you have a good enough distance away from him. You can wait to use that fan if you want,
Yeah, actually, because I want to get this turn properly.
just so you don't mess up this turn. Then you can use it. Oh god.
Yeah, I turned too much there, but I used
That's
my
fine.
fan.
That's why you have the fan, yeah. And the rocket's coming up here.
I missed it.
It's okay. There's a fan right after it. Oh wait, not right after, but shoot those bombs backwards, and you should be good. All right, yeah, Prac hit him. He's good. All right, he got it. We got Prac through the race. Good. There's no way this Dino can catch you. I'd be surprised. All right, so now
We did it, everyone. We saved the city.
we did it. Save the jungle.
Saved the jungle. First try. Don't worry. First try.
First try. Oh my! So what happens is, Nancy found the butterflies, and they're all they're all good and happy. Then this dinosaur just comes out of nowhere, and he's not. I don't think he's actually trying to do anyone harm. He's just kind of there, but he makes the ground shake when he walks, and he scares the butterflies away. And so he just walks up to the kids. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, really?" And then Slash and Jam are just like, "Dude, what are you doing? You just scared away the butterflies." And he's like all nervous, and he's like, "I guess the dinosaur's running away from you or something." And you're chasing him. That's what the concept of the race is supposed to be.
Really, I got pan. I didn't even
Did
have
you?
it.
Oh, you did. That's fine. So at the end of the race, the dinosaur runs away, and yours are like, the kids are like, "Yay, we chased them away!" And then all the butterflies come back, and it's a happy ending. And then our next race, we're in space. This is Starlight Highway. You almost got hit there. So apparently, I think what happens is Wendy. I'm pretty sure it's Wendy. She just wants to take everybody to space because she figured, if we go to space and then snowboard there, it'd probably be pretty cool. So that's why they're here. And they didn't notice it, but Damien sneaks onto their spaceship,
I didn't trick him.
and he's in space with them. Oh, that's okay. That was kind of hard. You got a lot of items shot at you.
Yeah, I was getting like so many items shot at me. Okay, pan. So now that we passed the boss, I guess this is like the expert bosses, or expert races.
Yeah. Now that Prac beat the boss, that was their intermediate races. So now Prac's on the last 3 races, which are the expert, pretty much the harder races, the hardest races in the game. The CPUs get a bit better. Their boards get better too.
Before we step it up a quick notch here, can I read a donation real quick?
Yep.
Sure.
We got Foxy Man donated $20.
Aww.
Here's some helicopter fuel.
Thank you.
If you want that to go towards any incentives, what I just typed in the chat there, you can click on that link and then let me know what you want.
I'll let you know at the end at the lift.
That's this lift. This lift's actually, I didn't get a chance to explain this either in my run when I did it before the other day. This lift is the fastest lift in the game because as you guys see, you don't sit in a chair or anything on this lift. This is the only lift where you teleport and immediately start your next lap. This actually is probably like a 5-second lift or slow or even faster. The other lifts are much slower.
I could tell. I was like trying to sip water and I was like,
Yeah, you have like so much less time on this lift. What are these incentives? Ooh.
you can read them out to me if you want to, and then I'll pick one that's cute. That I can donate.
Oh,
to.
these are prizes, I think. Wait, no.
No,
These...
like incentives for runs in future runs. Is there
Well,
an
one's
incentive for DKR? I don't.
One's a
think so.
DKR Japanese cart.
Oh.
Wait, that's the price though, I think. I'm so confused.
Yeah, the prize is at the top. Like, if you donate at least that amount, you're just like eligible to win it. Like, we pretty much are doing like a big raffle at the end of this and
I
draw
see.
people to win.
These are the incentives. Okay, so we're on day 2.
Yeah. You can put it in
What is-
for anything in day 2 or day 3 that isn't already met.
What is Dark Legacy New Game Plus Run in Bomberman Hero? That looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that one's met already though. That was
Oh,
like
it
one
says
of the
that. Oh,
first
okay, I see. I didn't look at the right. Oh, that's cool. So that'll be shown no matter what. There's Super Metroid Kill or Save the Animals. There's Super Mario Bros. 3 Warpless 100%. Or I think it's Warpless or 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Link's Awakening, Save Martin or Marine or Kill Marine. You have Resident Evil, dub every at a cutscene. Need for Speed, Glitch Exhibition, or Sonic Mania Plus, good or bad ending. And then F-Zero playthrough BS F-Zero 2 Ace League Master.
I know
Oh, that's
that.
Matt though. That's Matt.
I didn't get that last part. I didn't get any of that.
It's okay. F-Zero's already met, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, I got panned. Love that.
So you can look at these incentives after.
I got
Okay,
panned.
good. I just checked back on your race. You are ahead by quite a good amount on the last lap.
I'm good. Better than last
So-
night.
Honestly, so this is good because last night Prac was practicing, and this race was the one he failed.
Yeah, I lost this race, so
You lost probably 5 minutes on this race, and you probably lost none this time. I mean, you probably lost a little bit, obviously, but
yeah.
your only big time loss is probably the Dyna.
Yeah.
Oh, nice bonk.
Oh, and pan. And pan.
Oh, wait.
Why did we go to space again? Like, what's the story with this?
I think Wendy just wanted everyone to race in space, to snowboard in space. They just thought it would be cool. Like, they like to snowboard, and they try to snowboard all these different ways. So what happened at the end of space is I think they just, they did their race, they decided to leave space, and Damien was walking around the moon or wherever they were on, and he was like, where is everybody? And he realizes they're all just like in the spaceship leaving already. So they left him on the moon. And I don't know how he really gets out of that, but apparently he came back because in this story, it's Halloween. And the kids they found this haunted house and they decided they wanted to race in this haunted house. They wanted to snowboard it. So they all went in there and Damien decided to go in with them and try to, probably trying to make some trouble for them. So this is where we are now. And yes, we have not seen a level of
Can
snow
you
in a
not
long
get hit by
time.
the ice there? I swear, so many times I've just gone.
I'm actually really mad that you're not getting hit by that ice, because that would, if it was me or anyone else, we would have got hit.
Yeah, I was like, I swear I'm going through this ice and I'm like not getting hit by it at all. I'm so weird.
You're going like right in between them somehow. You did that last night too. I remember.
I know. I did that last night too. I was so confused.
I was like, how did he not get hit there?
There's also ghosts right here, and I freaking hate it.
It's okay. You have the charm bar.
Yeah, but it's still like it's annoying. I guess all the CPU guys like
Yeah, in the haunted house, those ghosts are just there. They don't last as long, I believe, as of getting hit with a ghost. They don't last as long, but they do slow you down, so you try to avoid those. But practice a charm board that gets rid of a ghost in 1 to 2 seconds, so he's fine. It should be called Bored Kids instead of Snowboard.
Imagine if the game was called Bored Kids, like just.
Oh my gosh, they'd just be sitting around doing nothing because they're bored.
Me, if that isn't me. Oh, I did not mean to do another trick there. Oops.
Whoopsie daisy, it happens.
Kind of ahead though, so it's pretty good. Ghost. Okay, I avoided the ice this time, so. And I got panned. That's 8.
You avoid the ice every time.
Yeah, I'm just so lucky. This board, our vanish board. Eight pans, and I need a vanish board. Okay, I got one.
That's good. 8 pans is not too bad, honestly. Especially in a marathon. In a marathon, we're really trying to just showcase the run and explain a lot of stuff about it, so we're not fully concentrated in timing these button presses to avoid these pans. So 8 pans at this point is pretty good.
I think I got hit by something. I think I got hit by a pan on the lift. I saw the exclamation mark on it.
Probably was. Yeah, even though you can't be hit by anything or affected by anything on the lift, I guess if a pan is gonna hit you, it'll still have the exclamation mark telling you like your warning. Oh, that was a lucky vanish board.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, so at the end of those grind rails, there's 2 paths you can take there at the beginning. The grind rail path is faster. Unfortunately, at the end of the second grind rail, there's a blue item. So you're forced to almost get it. You're pretty much forced to get it no matter what. So if you have a vanish board and you're forced to get that blue item, it's gonna overtake the item you currently have. So kind of unfortunate. You can jump the gap if you have enough speed and time to jump, but it's pretty risky.
There's also another path, I think it's on the left, but I don't take it because I'm scared. Actually, I've never taken it before, actually.
Yeah, towards the end with all these ghosts, you can go up the little ramp on the left, but if you mess it up, you get to the top of it kind of, then bonk and go all the way back down, so like... Dragon board. Yeah, there are actually 2 boards that are banned in this run, and it's Dragon Board and High Tech Board. What they do is Dragon Board makes you consistently have the rocket and the wings. So that's kind of just banned because it's too good. Also, in the High Tech Board makes you constantly have the fan. It's not as good as Dragon Board, but it's still banned because you constantly have a speed item going.
Alright. I slide, I'm scared.
So, what happens at the end of the haunted house is the kids just run out of the haunted house. You know, they had their race. They're kind of afraid though, because it's still Halloween and there's ghosts everywhere. And then they lock the door. They actually put a lock on the door. And so they leave, and then you hear like a knocking at the door, someone trying to open it, and it turns out that they locked Damien in the haunted house, so he got attacked by the ghost or whatever. And now we're on Iceland. So what happens here? This is the hardest course in the game. Oh wow. This is the hardest course in the game. And what happens is this is called Damien's Revenge. So what happens is at the start, and this is kind of like sad too, but at the start of the story, Damien's just hanging out. He sees Nancy and he's like, you know, she's a pretty girl, so he wants to probably talk with her. So he walks over to her, he says, hey, and she says hi back. And then he starts walking to her. And it turns out Nancy was not saying hi to him. Nancy was saying hi to Linda or something. No, she was saying hi to Wendy and Jim or something like that. And then they just walk away from Damien. And he gets really depressed. And I'm like, oh, like, poor guy. Like, you know, it's an embarrassing moment, whatever. He feels bad. Then suddenly Linda is chasing Tommy and Slash because they did something to piss her off. I don't know what it was this time, but she's chasing them. They basically shoulder check Damien twice as they run past him. And he gets knocked out on the ground. Then he immediately gets up though, really mad. And I guess he just had enough of being like the joke character. So he walks up to all the kids talking and hanging out. And they're just like, who are you? Or whatever. He's like, let's battle. So then they're on Iceland now. And this is the only race in the story mode where Damien is. And funny enough, Damien, one of the best characters in the game actually.
Should I use my fan immediately?
Yeah, you can, yeah. They'll all be on the list, so they can't use any items. So this is your chance to do so now. This is your least favorite song in the game, Foxy.
I actually really like this one.
Hey, I don't know. These takes. Foxy had good opinions before, and then I don't know what happened. They've deteriorated throughout the run.
That's not. Oh, I wanted to trick.
Oh, you got hit by the ice. So yeah, even a more what's the word? I don't want to just say better player of the game, but I guess that's what I'm gonna say. A higher skilled player of the game. That's what I'll say. Maybe not in this category, but in new game any percent when you don't have the charm board. This is actually a race where we could still lose because of all the items that get used on you, all the ghosts they use on you, and how good Damien is. And in any percent you don't have the charm board to get rid of ghosts, so you just eat all that time lost.
Yeah, this
But
is really hard.
Yeah, since this is normal mode races, if somehow Prac does lose this race, we just move on to the final boss. Ooh, that was a good trick.
Did I hit him there? I don't know.
Yeah, you hit him.
I hit him? Wow. I was just
I
like,
was like pop up.
I was just like, I'm throwing this rock. I'm hoping I hit him. And he's like last place now, so. No! I knew that was gonna happen. I should have turned.
I'm judging you with what I'm saying, Foxy. Ooh, Slash helping you out there, being a bro.
I know he tornadoed.
Oh, use the rock. As soon as you get off the lift, use the rock, like spam B.
Oh, I should have.
I never told you this. I guess I can tell other people then too. If you have a rock at the end of the lift, if you use it immediately, I still can't believe you had all that time you didn't use it. But if you use a rock after you get off the lift, the next person who gets off automatically has to trip.
Oh, yeah, get off. I thought you meant like before you get on. I was like, oh.
No. That's Snowboard Kids 1 actually. That's where you use the rock. But in this game, because in Snowboard Kids 1, depending on what place you are in, the lift like throws you off farther.
Damien really got a pan? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, he's in 4th.
And another pan? I don't know if that was me. I don't know if that was me that got it. But...
That was Jam that got it.
No, I used the bomb way too early. God damn it.
You. Oh no, it's okay. Just take the shortcut and you'll be fine.
hello. Oh, I got hit by a bomb.
Just hopefully use the rocket right afterwards. Ooh, slash pushy though.
I didn't get
Oh,
the
got
flash
him.
of that. Okay, so this is good.
Anything could still happen. Again, if Prac loses the race, we'll just move on.
Oh my freaking god! I got a panda. I like really suck at. Wait, why did Damien not get hit by the pan? He's in the.
Oh, he probably used the invis or the vanish.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna explain right now what happens after this race and Prac's about to finish. Well, when you win, you beat Damien, whatever, and the kids are just like, where'd he go? Because they finished and he didn't finish or whatever. So they're like, where'd he go?
Oh,
And suddenly, that's fine. Suddenly Damien shows up in this giant robot and he wants to like attack you guys. So you guys have to fight him. So it's okay. Prac's just gonna move on to that battle, which is the final boss, and it is pretty hard. But like the snowman, Damien shoots a lot of items too. Prac's going to be swapping to the ninja board, which is safer for this boss battle. So we'll let him do this. Also, for time, when you see the health bar, when you see all the Damien heads get crushed, that's not actually the end. When all the heads get crushed, 3 more pop up, and after those next 3 are gone, after the last one goes down, then that's time.
Yeah, when you see win, that's basically when time ends. Oh fuck! I'm restarting. I got hit by a thing, and I was like, I only hit him like twice too.
Ready, go!
Double bomb shoot. Alright, you had a good amount of hits. 3 hits is fine. Don't trip and you should be good. This is wave 2. He's smaller and faster, and he throws rocks out, so he's less scary. But when he gets hit, he's lagged a lot more, and there we go.
Time done. Wow. Quote unquote 57:35. Yay!
Unfortunately, you can't submit this though, because you lost it.
I know, I lost
That was
Iceland.
even time too. That wasn't even that bad.
I know.
Less than 10 minutes off world record.
I know. That was good.
Very good for a marathon run because last night you were going over an hour.
I know.
But you
I
crushed
did
it this time. Crushed that estimate.
Yay!
So yeah, you beat Damien. He starts crying. As you guys see with this cutscene, he starts crying because you guys beat him. And, you know, Flash is like, he doesn't really like him, but he's like, whatever, I'm going to be the good guy. I'm going to just shake his hand and be like, hey, do you just want to be friends, dude, instead of trying to, like, mess with us? And he's like, oh, that works. Cool. And then he brings you a present. And I'll just let the rest of the cutscene plays out. But Damien's being a nice guy now, you know, bringing the kids a present. And they're going to open it and see what it is.
Yep, and now he got blown up, or it was a bomb, and now he wants to kill everybody.
Well, this is basically like the, it was a bomb, so he's like, yeah, I got you guys finally. And he's making fun of them now, and they're chasing him. And that's how that ends.
Yeah, and that's Snowboard Kids too.
Snowboard Kids 2. If any of you guys are wondering, we do have a Snowboard Kids 2 Discord. If anyone does want to run or start speedrunning this game or pick it up, we have a Discord. Feel free to whisper myself about it at all, and I can give you links to the Discord via Twitch DMs, Twitter DMs, anything. and I can hook you guys up. But good job, Prac. That was pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah, good job, Prac.
I
Good
mean,
job, Zoltis, on the commentary. It was very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Yeah, I needed that help. I was not about to explain all of that myself, so I was like, yeah, that's Snowboard Kids too. I don't know.
And during the credits, you see all this nice little artwork they have of the levels you did, pretty much. Yeah, thanks for having us on for commentary and running.
Yeah, of course. Thank you both for participating. We're gonna have Allglib doing Super Mario All-Stars, all 4 games warpless, up next.
Ooh, nice.
Get ready for that. This is like a pretty packed day in general. I mean, we got Obayo coming in clutch with the backup Mario Kart 64 run after this. Then got Rebecca Ari doing Petrosphere afterward, and then got your boy RPG Green Mixtape coming in with a couple runs, and then it's gonna spit a 5-minute freestyle and a couple other incentives.
Oh god. Oh yeah, incentives. Taylor, what do you want? Do you want Killer Save the Animals?
You're gonna make the incentive that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know. I don't know the other ones.
I liked I just like doing ones. So my thing for marathons is whatever, like, cause save or kill the animals. One of those is already gonna get, like, it's gonna happen. One of those is gonna happen. So why not make another incentive happen? You know what I mean? Why not get more content out there? That's what I like to do. That's what I would like to do.
Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, that's a nice way to look at it. Let's take a look.
I don't know what Well, I guess Sonic Mania is gonna get met no matter what too, because it's basically the same thing. Bomberman Heroes was met.
We have the Need for Speed glitch exhibition at 30 still.
Or you could do Resident Evil 2, because that $20 would make it reach the goal.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's
either one
good.
of those actually.
I'll do that. I'll give it to Resident Evil 2.
All right, cool.
Yay, help those guys out, let them do their thing. I like just raising incentives for everybody. Get
Right.
everybody to show their stuff off.
Yay, so that's Snowboard Kids 2. Thanks for having me. Prakcity, bitch.
Oh, what? And we're
Oh
gonna
my
see you tomorrow for the relay, right?
Oh fuck! Now I have to practice for that. I've been practicing for this the whole time, and I haven't. Oh, I was gonna ask about that. Is any percent gonna be the 16 balloon route? I assume it is. I don't know actually.
Well, I mean, I'd be fine with doing that if you guys wanted to, but
I don't know.
I mean, if we ultimately want to be, you know, a little dumb and gamble, I mean, really,
Actually, I'm kind of down to gamble too. I don't know.
I'm pretty open-minded to what anyone wants to do. So
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah.
that'll be pretty hype. So we'll see you then.
Yes.
And thank you again, Saltus, for participating with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Indeed. Rolling
See
out.
you guys later.